Well, Washington County released its proposed budget for the next fiscal year. And now some agencies are trying to figure out how they're going to handle some pretty deep cuts. The county has to close a gap of more than $20 million. The proposal shows leaders are leaning toward cutting funding from the Major Streets Transportation Improvement Program that works to fix roads. And that program faces a cut of around $8.7 million. And the Washington County libraries could lose $3.9 million. So, what makes up the rest of the $20 million shortfall? The public safety and justice programs are together facing the possibility of more than $7 million in cuts. Now, some open jobs for patrol officers and jail deputies would be eliminated. Juvenile detention services would be outsourced, and the child support division in the district attorney's office would be outsourced to the state, eliminating 19 local jobs. Now, it's a branch of the DA's office that's been around since the 1960s. It's something that District Attorney Kevin Barton warned us about earlier this month during a budget preview story that I covered. Well, we caught up with him again this week, and he told us that cutting that program will hurt the single parents who rely on it.
We collect millions of dollars annually for these people, these single moms and these children. And our unit that does that work will discontinue. All of that work will then be shifted to the state, who will pick up that work. But we're concerned because we believe that our office does that work at such a high level that will be a negative impact on children and on single parents in our community.
Barton says he's also concerned that there's going to be the same amount of crime in the county, but fewer people in his office to prosecute it, leading to slower processing and burnout among his staff.
It doesn't keep pace with the community needs. So we've seen this over the years where as cases get more complicated, we have more mental health issues and drug issues and increased crime, including violent crime and property crime. We need more people to be able to do that work, more prosecutors to prosecute the cases, more victim advocates to work with our crime victims, more support staff. And unfortunately, our budget has not increased as much as it needs to over the years. It's almost like someone not getting a COLA every year. Eventually, the amount that you're receiving is far less compared to the cost of inflation. And we've seen that happening here in our community, where we have an inflated amount of criminal activity occurring, but we haven't had the resources increase.
The county says that even though they've had huge population growth, the amount of revenue from property taxes they have access to has not kept up, constrained by provisions in the Oregon Constitution, they say. So that surge in population means more demand on services without the added funding, which is a major reason Washington County has had a budget deficit for the past 5 years straight. There are meetings about the proposed budget over the next few weeks, and if you want to weigh in, the first one is Monday, May 12th.